Welcome to HydroMan Tutorials. Today, we'll dive into a 10-minute quick start guide to HydroMan. In this video, we'll cover how to export from HydroSym to HydroMan, the HydroMan user interface, key design functions, and a checklist for potential errors in your manifold. You can start from scratch in HydroMan, but we recommend using a schematic from HydroSym. This way, you can take advantage of HydroMan's error checking features, saving time and minimizing mistakes in manifold design. Let's explore exporting your schematic from HydroSym to HydroMan. Keep these 3 key points in mind. Use an eye border. The eye border sets the manifold boundaries. Export anything inside or along the edge to HydroMan. Use components, not symbols. Components have to be used for exporting, as symbols lack data. Components define cavities and holes, ensuring that your data exports correctly. Assign main and subgroup colors. Unique subgroup colors are essential for each connection. They help in design and error checking in HydroMan. For more on assigning colors, refer to our HydroSym tutorials group colors video. When ready, export your schematic to HydroMan. Select the eye border, right-click, and choose Eye Border, Create HydroMan File. Alternatively, click the HydroMan icon in the top right corner. To activate the HydroMan icon, navigate to Tools, then Preferences, and select Miscellaneous. Choose HydroMan is available on this PC. Restart HydroSym to access the export option. When exporting, HydroSym checks your schematic for issues that might affect the manifold design in HydroMan, such as a missing connection between 2 lines in the same subgroup. Here are some possible alerts. No groups defined. This means that a connection line lacks a subgroup. Cannot check component, meaning HydroSym can't verify the component data, possibly due to a custom component or one removed from the library. Not marked for using in a manifold. This means that a symbol is used in place of a component. Component not connected. The component is not connected or closed. Missing group connection means that a connection is absent between 2 lines in the same subgroup, or a subgroup is used multiple times. Size in the schematic doesn't match the component. This means that a size text was altered, but the component data wasn't updated. The original size will export. In the pop-up window, decide how to create your HydroMan file. You can start from scratch, use a template, or update an existing manifold file. Starting from scratch means using default HydroMan settings. Using a template applies predefined file settings, ensuring consistent drawing styles. You can save multiple templates for various projects, which saves time. Updating an existing manifold file is perfect for design adjustments, like adding a valve. This option updates only the changed components. This window also allows you to define the type of thread you're exporting, where relevant. When satisfied, press OK. Your file opens in HydroMan if the option is active. If not, a window will prompt permission to open the file. If no window appears, save the file on your computer, then open it in HydroMan. Now, let's explore the user interface. The HydroMan user interface has 2 views. On the left, a 2D overview displays the manifold faces. On the right, the 3D viewer showcases the manifold block you're designing. You can move parts in either viewer and attach the 3D viewer for use on another monitor. The left side shows the 6 faces of the manifold block. You can isolate these by pressing the numbers 1 to 6 on your keyboard. Pressing 0 opens the overview. Switch the 2D viewer's projection method. You can choose either first angle or third angle projection, based on your preference. Face 6 can be displayed on the bottom or on the right. Access the component library, just like in HydroSym. Here, you'll find plugs, mounting holes, and more. HydroMan's smart interface allows you to create cross-sections. This feature is invaluable for complex manifolds, as it enables you to make connections within the cross-section. Depending on the face you're making the cross-section on, it can be made on the X, Y, or Z axis. To make the cross-section, press the corresponding letter on your keyboard. or press C. Pressing C once opens the one available cross-section, and pressing it again opens the other possible cross-section. Making a cross-section only works if you have one hole selected. When selecting a hole, you'll see that it is highlighted in both viewers. This way, you can easily see its placement and movement on the block in real time. Now that we've explored the user interface of HydroMan, let's get to designing. HydroMan offers several functions to make manifold design quick and easy. Let's explore some key features to help you get started. You can resize the manifold in the X, Y, or Z direction. In the 2D view, right-click on the manifold and hover over Dimensions. This opens the Dimensions box, where you can change all dimensions. There are also Change at X, Y, or Z options, based on where you clicked. Selecting one of these options will adjust the size at the cursor position. For quick 1 mm changes, simply press Ctrl and use the arrow keys to set new dimensions. To move a hole, select it and press space to lock it to your cursor. While moving, press space to rotate it 90 degrees. When you're happy with the placement, left-click to lock it in place. To change absolute coordinates, select the hole and press Shift and Enter. HydroMan also offers an option to move the hole orthogonally. You can find this option at the bottom of your screen and toggle it on and off. Align coordinates by selecting at least 2 holes and pressing the letter N. If the holes are on adjacent faces, they will align in the common direction. If they are on opposite faces, they will align in both directions. If they're on the same face, you'll specify the offset. Alternatively, you can use the X, Y, or Z buttons to align in a single direction. Remember, the first hole selected is the reference point for alignment. To connect holes, select at least 2. You can use 3 main keys. C changes the depth of both holes to connect them fully. T trims or extends the depth toward the first hole without moving it. M aligns and automatically connects using either C or T. If not possible to connect with straight holes, HydroMan suggests to use an angled hole. To connect a hole to a cartridge port at the right diameter, click inside the port, select the hole, and press Shift and M. The hole will automatically move and connect. To modify hole depth, select a step in the hole and right-click. Choose the Modify Depth option or use the keyboard shortcut D. In a cross-section view, you can change the depth using the arrow keys. To create a hole through the block, select the hole and press Ctrl and T. Positioning hole texts is simple. Select a hole with text and press H to lock it to your cursor. Press space to rotate it 90 degrees. Adjust the text of one hole to your preferred spot and lock it in place by left-clicking. Once positioned, select the hole again. Then choose Others and press Q to align their text positions. This creates a cohesive and logical design. HydroMan simplifies your design process. Just click and connect to create your manifold. Defining group colors in HydroSym is crucial, as it allows for easy connections in HydroMan. Errors may arise during design, like insufficient connection depth or mismatched colors. HydroMan helps minimize errors with a checklist. Let's take a look. HydroMan automatically generates a checklist, highlighting potential warnings and errors in your manifold. If there are items in your to-do list, like unadded components, the checklist will alert you. Possible warnings include group error, which means that 2 different colors are connected. Area not max, 2 components aren't fully connected, risking a high pressure drop. Thread hit, which means that part of the thread is being machined away. Threads interfere, 2 threads intersect, risking an internal collision during assembly. Wall thickness warning. This means that wall thickness is below a critical value, defaulted to 5 mm. Partially connected. Parts in the group aren't connected to the rest. And port error. This means that a connection in a cavity is outside the manufacturer's specified boundaries. HydroMan generates more warnings than necessary. A warning doesn't always demand action, just your attention. To override a warning, check it off as reviewed and accepted. Multiple users can check off warnings. If team members collaborate on the same project, you can see who accepted each warning. Once all colors are connected and the checklist shows no issues, you're finished for now. Your manifold is done and aligns with the schematic. HydroMan automatically generates your production drawing and drilling list. In the next tutorial, we'll explore how to export your manifold design to your 3D CAD package. Thank you for watching this HydroMan Quick Start tutorial. Time to let your designs flow.